Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Stoneshard, shall we? Continuing our complete beginner's guide as we work out the ranger and explore, level up. In the comments you'll see some great tips from Serixus, and I really appreciate everyone who is giving feedback on what they want to see with the game or tips and advice they have for new players. It's all very helpful because this game is great. It just has a lot going on to get into, but once you understand some of the ways that combat works and how to optimize the different builds, I think you'll have a better time of it, especially if you're foolish enough to go permadeath mode like me. Alright, so our character is now level 2, and you know, it's certainly a good idea at this point to just go back to the town and think about picking up a contract and going for that, because we want to be making money and we want to be getting access to later towns. In fact, Serixus was saying that there's a premium quiver, but you have to get all the way to Bryn to make that happen. And so that would require you vaulting through the quests pretty quickly to get the wagon to take you there. And that's super helpful. I go a little bit slower and just try to plod along and build up some experience because I'm playing in permadeath, and I want to be sure to not bite off more than I can chew, but that is definitely a path that you can take if you want to push the envelope a little bit more. Now, in that sense, I have, my inventory pretty open. So I think what I might do is just explore this vault a bit more and see if I can get some treasure to take back. So I'm just going to search. All right. And we do have this trap over here. We're just going to kind of walk over here and see what's available. All right. Now there's a bat. Now see the bat right here. Okay. Now, if I push Control, and I can switch to attack mode, basically, this will highlight all of the tiles that are within range of my bow, so you can see, like, what I could even shoot, alright? Now, the other way to do it is just mouse over this bat, and if the cursor turns into a bow with the A symbol for shoot, then you know that it's within range. But if it stays as an arrow, that means that it's out of range and it's trying to walk you toward it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take aim and we're going to shoot. And we got it. A lot of things happened there, but at the end of the day, we just got 5 experience and killed it quickly. So I'm just going to walk down. I'm going to search again, make sure there's no traps. Okay. And let's get our arrow back. Now, there's plenty of pots and things that we can break, but before I break any pots, I'm going to walk over here. There's the plate that we could try to disarm the trap with. I'm just going smoothly because I don't want to... Yep, look at this. Here's an enemy right here. So you can see that there's this restless peasant, and I'm going to take aim. Oh, he stepped away. All right, well, we need to get him back in the screen. Oh, and there's more than we really want. I want to get range, but I don't want to fight 2. And you can see that he's become alarmed, okay? So I'm just going to... Oh, looks like they don't know where we are just yet. So I'm going to try to move on. It's a weird, interesting situation with the line of sight. And trying to use an ability that only lasts for 1 turn. Alright, I want to get somebody... Alright. Well, the rat is staying alive, and the rat has died from bleeding. Okay. So I'd like to just fight 1 if possible. Alright, we're almost there. I'm actually just going to push 5. I'm just going to wait and see if... Alright. Oh boy. The enemies just are dancing right outside my field of vision. Here we go. And now we're going to walk back. And I'm going to walk. Yep, he stepped on the trap, although I don't know if that really even affects them. It is, a little bit. And I'm going to take aim and blast. And let's just look at this guy. He's at 51%. So... And what about this guy? 84%. He's not doing too badly. I'm actually going to walk up here, okay? And... I'm just going to take a shot. And then I'm going to use Distracting Shot and move to here. And we got a free shot on him. And he's at 17%. Okay, so... Xerxes was basically explaining that early on, when you don't have a lot that you can do, what I was doing sometimes with Distracting Shot is jumping back and then using Take Aim to get another shot in with the free square. And I feel like if you can kill them, then that's worth it. But if not, then you want to just switch to your melee weapon so you're ready to go and you don't take a hit in combat. Now, I'm actually going to Take Aim because I feel like... Oh... He, Right. So this is what happened. They have a 75% chance to avoid death and fully replenish their health while losing their most injured body part. So, unfortunately, that strategy that we just did would have worked, except these guys are really strong against that. So I'm going to go outside. I am going to provoke attacks doing this, and he might follow us. Now it looks like he's not going to. But I just find it to be... like that might be a situation where we get killed because they'll both be attacking us. And, you know, I took a gamble, took the shot, but even if I would have switched to melee right there and he gained full health, I don't feel comfortable fighting two of those enemies up close with this character. So I wanted to see if we could, you know, clear that out, but it's not looking favorable. And instead of just trying to push the envelope and force that, what I think you have to do a lot of the time to stay alive is to just live to fight another day. Like, we made it out. He didn't follow us out. It would have been nice if only one of them would have followed us out, but it didn't happen. And so we're just going to go back to town. And I'm going to get the contract. At this point, if I go back in there to try to be a hero and take them both out, I could maybe do it, you know? But I don't see the reason in risking it. So we're going to take a contract. Now, of course, remember, if we try to go back into that dungeon, those guys will be waiting there, at least in my experience, forever. But if we get a contract at that site later down the road, and it might completely repopulate that dungeon, re-roll it. It might be different. There might be different stuff, or it might reset the enemies. So it could work out in our favor, but I'm just going to leave it alone for now. Now I'm using the middle mouse button to scroll around and just clicking over here to walk. Try to get back home. Without too many shenanigans. Okay, and I'm just going to continue doing this and use the click here. I'm going to take this path, actually, though, and just map some more of this out. And there we go. Alright, we'll take this eastern path over. We're thirsty. And we've arrived back in Osbrook. Awesome. Okay, so at this point, Let's see if Bert's over here. Let me see if I can sell him this oil. I can. I'm going to sell this bottle of oil. All right. And then let's go into the inn, and I'm going to take a snooze, get my rested buff back, and get it to be daytime, and then accept the mission with a full rested buff. All right. So I will buy this flatbread like that. Be happy with it. That should be a good enough amount of food for us. And I'm going to go ahead and I want a room. Thank you so much. Okay. We're going to go ahead and just check in here. Anything we need to do. Yeah, this looks fine. And we'll sleep until about 6 is fine. And we have a full rested buff. We're going to get hungry in a moment. All right. And I'm going to come down. I'm going to drink. And I'm going to collect water. Fill up my canteen. And then move over here. And go talk to the elder and pick up the contract. Contracts are indubitably the best way to get experience and money, as always. I just like to get at least 2nd level before doing this first one. And I'll take any job, alchemy kit, and deal. Alright, farewell. So we now have the alchemy kit quest, and we need to head to the outpost near Vust, and we get 455 crowns if we do this. So I'm going to go to the map, and you can see that the location is to the north of us. So that's where we're going to head. We're just going to walk right up there and just gloriously obtain the alchemy kit. Now, another thing actually before I leave here we can do is we can talk to this guy right here, and he will allow you to get like a free bad weapon. And so we're going to choose ranged weapon, and we're going to take the bow, okay? And we're going to say thank you so much. And these, what happens is we get a free set of leaf-shaped arrows. These are not good arrows, and this bow is, you know, bad compared to our own bow. But the good thing about it is it's just free arrows. So I'm happy with that. All right, and this item right here, you know, it's going to sell for pretty much dirt, but what can you do? I'm going to go down here. I'm going to go to the carpenter. And I'm just going to bop in. And I'm going to say, what are you selling? And we're going to sell him this bow for 12 crowns. And then I need to see if he's selling... he's selling only broadhead. He hasn't replenished his arrows yet. So we'll take this and be fine with it. Alright. Time to go. Alright, and we're going to go north. Up here. Alright. It's twilight, so just, you know, we'll be mindful that the road could be guarded, but it's fine. Alright, now the road is guarded indeed by a boar. Now this boar could be absolutely a nightmare for us, but I think if we just move away from it, yeah, it's territorial, but it won't fight if we don't get into its area. And I am just going to walk away from it. I don't really necessarily recommend fighting it, especially until if you wanted to take, skinning as a survival, you can definitely do this to try to get some animal carcasses to make some money. But we don't have that, and I find animals to be really, really difficult in this game, so I'm just going to skip it. If you can skip the animals, I would recommend doing the same. Okay, we're going to go up, up, up. And we can't do the scrolling map trick right now because we haven't explored it yet. But once we have the edges filled in, then we can travel more quickly on the way back. Alright, and we'll just kind of move up in this direction here. And I just double check on the map. Now we need to go east when the road forks. I'm kind of moving quickly. I'm not really examining things too closely because, number one, I don't really want to clutter up my inventory right now with foraging stuff. I could do that separately if I wanted, but also there is a time limit on the quest. I don't think it's going to be a problem, but I always like to give myself plenty of time to complete these contracts in case I need to rest or come back. All right, here we go. Here's the outpost. So let's just assume that the outpost will be guarded on the exterior. It might not be, but it's always better to be safe than sorry. So I'm going to kind of loop around in a wide arc, so that if there are any guards, I can try to, get them one at a time. Yep. Alright, so watch this. There's this guy right here who's sitting down by the fire or the cart. I'm just going to push control, and you can see he's one out of my range. So I'm going to actually go here, and he's now seen me, or he doesn't see me, he was alerted, and fire. Alright, and I'm going to take aim again, and, oh, yep, the line of sight was obscured by that tree, so I was having some tough time of it. And he's running. Oh, good. So he got to us and started bleeding out and decided to run away. And my quiver... Looks like we're out. I'm just going to load this in there then. Looks like we're out of our premium arrows. Alright. Shoot. Shoot. Now these don't have the accuracy bonus, but you can see they do more damage, so... There's that. Shoot. Shoot. Oh gosh, we pinned that guy against the tree. He's trying to run. He's bled out. You know what? I wonder... I mean, honestly then, these starting arrows, they don't give you any benefit one way or the other. When you open it and look at them, you mouse over, they're just regular. But because they don't have the minus to damage, they do a good amount of damage. And maybe this character is accurate enough to not have to worry. I do like some of the benefits that the other arrows provide, but still. Alright, and we found a bunch of valuables, okay? So, I'm not actually going to pick these up. What I'm going to do is just remember that these are here. And the reason I'm doing that is because I can go inside, but then I'm going to go in loaded with extra gear. And if I fail this mission or if I complete it, the stuff on the cart will remain here, but this door will close and everything inside will be lost. So it's better to keep it out here and use this as a storage container so we can bring items out here and fill it up. And then when we're leaving, we can, sell this stuff. So we're going to waltz in and see what we've got. I'm going to search immediately for traps. Okay, good. And this door is closed, so I like to kind of go where the doors are open at first, because in my experience, I have not seen the enemies too frequently open the doors and come explore. And, oops, I didn't mean to take aim. I meant to look for traps, and we're doing okay. here's a guy. Control. You can see that this guy is out of our range, but let's just push 5 and see if he sees us. No, he's standing over there. I don't think he is aware of us. Now he is aware of us, and I'm actually going to push 5, and then now he sees us. You see the exclamation points, so I waited. He sees us, and then because he's 1 tile away, what we can do is now take aim, and he will walk into our range, and we can get a little bit of a head start with an extra turn of taking aim. And this guy is a superhero, or he was, and now he's dead. This guy is quite far from us, so I'm just going to wait. And then he cannot move into our range. I'm going to wait. And I'm going to take aim just in case. Yep, there he goes. So remember, the enemies can't move diagonally just like you can't usually when they're in threat. So, oh. I'm going to walk back then. I don't want to hit that barrel. Just going to stand here. Aww. I'm going to distracting shot and move here. Yeah, that barrel really ruined me. Alright, we'll switch. And that guy's dead. Okay. I thought he would have been killed by that shot, which is why I took the last shot instead of switched to my melee weapon. But in the end, we got him. And we got a copper chain, which is a nice little sellable item. We can go over here and just kind of rest up. Great. Alright, so I feel pretty good about my health, and I'm going to keep moving over to the east, looking for anybody else suspicious. We'll search for traps. There's somebody suspicious. Now, you know, our line of fire is going to be blocked by all of these crates, so I'm going to kind of just move down here and see what path he's going to take. Okay, so he wants to take this path, which is fine, but I'm just going to kind of walk until I can guarantee. Okay, so right now what I can do is oh, I need to switch weapons. That was my mistake for not having the weapon switched already. And give him a shot. Give him a shot. And he already wants to run away. Oh, well, now he's... There we go. Great. Okay, and it's a peasant pitchfork. Indeed it is. Alright, let's make sure we're walking with our ranged weapon out. And I'm going to step into this hallway. I'm just going to search. Everything in our line of sight has been checked for traps. And again, I'm just going to keep going until there's no open doors, so that I can search these crates and things without worrying about calling enemies. Here's a trap right here that we just detected. And here's another archer, which is an interesting conundrum. I'm going to just go ahead and take aim. I mean, he's going to fire eventually. He's also taking aim, so he'll definitely hit me. But yeah, we'll just hit him first. He decided to not shoot that much, which is great. I'm going to back around this corner. I'm just going to rest, get my health back, and now we can move back down. Okay. And we'll just kind of move over here. Get this... And let's see, any other traps? I don't even know if I really want to mess around with disarming that trap. I don't want to fail. Alright, here's a guy. Taking aim. Alright, so he's going to be up on us. So instead of doing anything fancy like taking aim, I'm just going to shoot him. Or try, and then we'll distracting shot to here. We tried to hit him, we didn't, and we'll just switch over to our dagger. And we'll just be fighting. And we'll switch back. Alright, no problem. Yeah, it's more of a hybrid character up front when you can't just instantly kill people with your bow. So you kind of have to do a little bit of both. Looking for traps. And this room looks actually kind of ominous. Okay, good. I was hoping... I didn't want it to be the boss chamber, and it's not. And I've looked for traps, and there's none. We're hungry, so I'm going to eat my flatbread. I'm going to shuffle my inventory up, sort it. And one more time, look for traps. Good, clear. So now, because all of the hallways, you can see we've patrolled either to a dead end or a closed door. I'm comfortable starting to loot, opening up anything I can, breaking anything that I can, and taking things that are valuable. This bowl is not valuable. I'm going to switch over to... actually, do I have a bad... I don't have a bad weapon on me. That's fine. I'm just going to break it with this. Don't use your arrows to break stuff. You'll just be wasting arrows. And this is a rag. And we'll take it just because it can stop bleeding. Not like we might use it, but... no. It's not a bad thing. Our inventory is not pressed right now. Okay, we'll take these nails. And... candle is not very impressive. Let's see. Let's come around here. Oh, good. Okay, so what we did was we stepped in the trap. We knew the trap was there. Some games, if you discover a trap, the auto-pathing will avoid it for you. This is not one of those games. This is a game that says you have to manually walk around it. So using the mouse to move when there's a trap on the screen is just a bad idea, unless I should have just walked around the other side. But this is a good moment because, hey, we just got this bandage here, so we can use it to fix up our leg a little bit. And we'll go ahead and use a healing salve on the old leg. And we've got ourselves a bit of an injury. It's a medium injury, so that's unfortunate. All right. And let's see. Now, what we could do is we could also pick up this flail to break the crates if you wanted to not bust up the durability on our dirk. But our dirk is terrible, and I'm not worried about it. And I already have my bow to the slot that I'm switching, so I don't really feel like switching around too much. Now, we got this pain debuff because our leg is really hurt. And you can kind of just take a look at that and you see, yep, it is indeed hurt. And, you know, we could continue just to use these healing salves on our leg. And now it's been stabilized. So now that it's stabilized, we can actually just stand here and rest. Or sit here and rest, I should say. And the leg will, you know, eventually get better. And there it is better. And over time, this will get better. And while we're waiting for that to happen, I'm just going to keep looting. And unfortunately, this has been a really bad looting situation. We haven't found any books. We haven't found anything, you know, really nice that's worth selling, but that's okay. We're thirsty. Going to go ahead and drink. Okay, we got a tomato finally, something we can at least eat. And we could search right here. Now there's an enemy over here that might be alerted to all the noise that we're making. But it tells us where something is. I'm going to check out my hunger. It's at 20%, so I'm just going to go ahead and eat this tomato right away. Alright, so this guy wants to fight for sure. And we can oblige. I'm going to switch to my bow. And we're going to open this door. It's locked, so I'll right-click and I'll pick it. And we open it, and this guy's here. So I'm going to walk him back. And I'm going to take aim. Take aim. And then we're going to distracting shot to here. And we missed. I'll switch. Alright, so he didn't decide to run, unfortunately. But we killed him. Get my other arrow. And I'm going to close this door and just kind of rest back up to full. Okay. And we'll switch over to our bow again. Alright. And we're ready to explore over here to the west. And it's an empty room. No traps. Let me go ahead and search here. Break this open with our dirk. Alright, we got a little bit of money. Alright, and now that passageway has been explored, so let's move up here. I'm just going to step on this carpet, and I'm going to search for traps, just be doubly sure. Okay, we've lost our pain debuff, and you can see that the injury is improving. Now, of course, you can go back to the town if you wanted. We have more healing salve there, but I think we're okay. I'm going to switch to my bow, just in case we need to fight anything. Try to open this. It's indeed locked, so we'll just right-click and lockpick it. We open it. Look for traps. Nothing. All right, let's just check this. Hey, speak of the healing salve. We found another one. Well, now we definitely don't need to worry about going back just for that. Okay. And let's move over here. And, oh, okay, we've got a couple of bad guys. So I'm definitely not going to go into their room. Sometimes the enemies do not pursue in a group. And so what I'm going to do is just hope... Yeah, this other guy doesn't look like he wants to fight. So let's just check our range. Okay, so we would need to just push 5 and wait once. Now we can take aim and shoot. Take aim and shoot. Take aim and shoot. And he's gone. Just like that. And the other guy did not follow. So we're in a very good spot. Except now he's here. But we don't have to worry about him getting close to us unless he really wants to. He does want to. He switched to his melee weapon. All right. Well, we could do that too. It's going to be a little bit messier. I thought he would want to fight at range because he's a ranged guy, but he decided to mix it up. And fine. Mix it up. Okay. By the way, of course, I'm not picking up any of their weapons because weapons sell for 10% of their listed value, which is next to nothing, and they take up a lot of inventory space. So I really just don't pick them up unless there's a good reason to. All right, we're going to go ahead and search for traps. We'll check this. Hey, we found a big thing of food. That's good. And I'm going to search for traps again. All right. Got the good stuff in here. Go ahead and pick this lock. Wow. 51 crowns and a gold nugget. One. That's fantastic. Disenchantment scroll, not fantastic. Cupboard. Pot. Alright. Garbage. So disenchantment scroll is good if you get something that's cursed, which does happen. Alright, we're going to switch it up. And we've looked through everything. Remember, when you mouse over something and the treasure icon is gray, that means that there's nothing left that you searched it. We're going to just try to open this door, and we've got our bow out. We're going to pick the lock. We're going to search for traps. I see nothing. I'm going to step up. Did I see an enemy? No. Yes. I thought so. Alright, there's actually 2 of them. Okay, but the other guy didn't add on, so that's happy. And we got a positive mood buff, so we're optimistic, which is giving us a boost to fortitude, morale, psionic resistance, and extra experience. So that's great. And we're just going to walk over here. This guy's out of range. He does see us, though, so I'm going to actually just wait and wait. Yep, and here we go. I actually could have done that. I didn't need to wait the second time. I should have just taken aim. It didn't end up mattering. You can see we're already like over halfway to the next level. Alright. So looking for traps again. This chest is locked. We'll pick it. And alright, we got some crowns and we got a silver clasp, which we can sell. And this is garbage. There's a lot of just like plates and bowls and things that are just completely garbage. They sell for next to nothing, so I don't pick them up. Okay, there's 2 enemies over here, I think. And take aim. I missed. That is not a miss. Good. Oh, he bandaged. He tried. Okay, let's just kind of search for traps, walk over. Arrows. No traps. Alright, no traps over here. So we've got the corridor ending here. No traps in this chamber. Alright, we got a little food. Get my arrows back. You can see we're actually, you know, running lower on arrows. We're down to 23. And we'll go over here to search this cupboard. And we got ourselves a herbal extract, which is nice for pain problems. All right. We can break all this stuff open if we choose. But this door is open, so I'm going to kind of peek in. Search for traps. Ah, nice big library looking for traps. Looking for traps. Looking for traps. Okay, so we found the dead end and the way to level 2. So I'm going to just open this bookcase. The hourglass is a good... It sells reasonably well. Alright. Unfortunately, this does sell well too. Lots of empty bookshelves, which is very sad. We're hoping to get some treaties. That's a sellable. And we found a repair kit, which is okay. That's fine. We can use that. And we also got ourselves a enchantment scroll. So we could slap an enchantment on something. Let's use it on our quiver. You can't enchant that. Okay, then fine. Put it on our hat. And this gives us +6 block power, which is absolutely not something we're really using right now with this character, but, you know. It's fun to try, isn't it? Alright, so there is a lot of stuff that we could break here and hope. And we got a rope. And the rope does sell okay. Uh-huh. Great. Okay, perfect. So in this case, we're all the way through the first floor of this dungeon. And, you know, there's some stuff that we can break if we choose to do so, but I'm good. I think I feel decent about where we're at, and I'm okay to go down to the next floor. We have enough arrows. We have some healing stuff. Our health is good. Our leg has stabilized. We did lose our rested buff, but we're still optimistic, so it's certainly worth considering. We could also go back to town if we wanted, but I feel fine. So, everyone, this is a good place to end the episode. We're doing better learning the ropes as our ranged character and working to complete our first contract. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.